Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's your favorite homegirl, Tanisha Cherry, and I'm back with another video. In today's video, I'll be doing my final Accutane update. It's been about 2 years since I have been off the medication, and I want to come back and give you guys an update. You guys showed me so much love on my very first Accutane update right after I finished using the medication. So if you haven't watched that, it's about a 40-minute video, so go back, check that out, and let's get into today's video. In today's video, I'm going to be answering questions that I actually received on the last video. Some of them I actually just answered below today because I didn't even know that someone asked the question, and also questions that have come up through my conversations with people who have asked me about my experience. So if you see me looking down, it's because I have my phone here with my notes and the questions, so give me some grace, y'all. So a little history on my skin before. If you watched the first video, I talked all about my full skin history, but just to summarize it real quickly in today's video, I pretty much had okay skin my whole entire life. Junior high, high school, I'd have the occasional pimple that everyone's embarrassed about, but when you look back now, you realize it wasn't as bad as you thought it was. It wasn't the end of the world, girl. He is still gonna like you and your friends are still gonna be your friend. But then when I got to my early 20s, I started experiencing a lot more frequent pimples that were taking a longer time to go away, that were starting to leave dark marks on my skin, cystic ones that almost were painful, and then were starting to become like a cluster like on my face. I started calling myself pie face because it was honestly a mess. Like, makeup was not helping it whatsoever. That's how bad it had gotten. And I'll make sure to include some screenshot of some photos so you guys can see what it looked like in its worst, what it looked like with makeup over top of it. I've actually been saving some pictures that I've been coming across to kind of show myself what progress I've made since then. I did get to a point eventually where I'm just like, enough is enough. I was feeling very low. People forget how much your skin and your appearance can really impact your mental health, because it's the first thing that you see in the morning when you look at yourself, and it's also the first thing that other people see when you present yourself. So it can start to make you feel bad, and it doesn't help that wherever you are, online or in person, people are talking about it either to your face or behind your back, and it does get back to you, and it's really harmful and just hurtful overall. So if you're one of those people that always feel like you need to suggest a skincare product to someone because they're breaking out and it's a suggestion that was unsolicited, meaning they didn't ask you, keep it to yourself, because you just don't know what that person's mental state is at that time, or just overall. And also, a lot of us do want perfect skin, and it's not that we're doing anything malicious to our skin. It's not that we don't want to fix our skin. It's the fact that a lot of us have really tried everything and nothing has worked, to the point where we feel defeated that this is just the life that we're gonna live. So again, be nice and be nice. It's really not that hard. So the first question that I always get is, how did I get on Accutane? It was pretty easy. Just a disclaimer, I do live in Canada, in Calgary, Alberta. So I did just go to my family doctor, which is a general physician, and I let them know that I wanted to go on Accutane. I've tried everything and I'm ready to get a referral of some sort or get a prescription. My normal doctor wasn't in because she was on mat leave at the time. So unfortunately, I couldn't get it through my actual doctor's office, because the only doctor who had the qualifications to write me a prescription for Accutane was my actual family doctor, who was away. Now, the person that was there in term for her, she did have the qualifications, but she was very honest and transparent that she had never actually prescribed Accutane to anyone before, and this would be a first for her. And because of that, she would probably most likely keep me on a low dosage the whole time. Because of that, I decided to take her suggestion of having her refer me to another doctor that could, at a separate private clinic. I know some of you guys are probably thinking, well, what does it even matter? She is a doctor. She knows what she's doing. Yes. She knows how to prescribe it, she knows in general what to look out for, but she's never had the experience in increasing or decreasing someone's dosage and really critically evaluating how they're responding to the medication. And skin is important. I was there as my last hope. I didn't have time to be trying to figure it out with a professional, okay? I need someone that knew how to do this, that I could truly put my face, my skin in their hands. So I was really grateful for that. She gave me the recommendation. I ended up going to a private clinic. How much is Accutane medication? I am so happy that I was actually able to pull this information up for you guys, because off the top of my head, I honestly couldn't remember. So before any sort of healthcare benefits, it's $152.18. And that is per month because you're only getting prescribed on a monthly basis. They will not give it to you for the full 6 to 8 or 9 months up front. You get it on a monthly basis. So each month, that medication for the month is $152.18 Canadian. As some of you guys know, I do have a whole 9-to-5 job and I get really good benefits, especially when it comes to prescription medication. So for me, I actually ended up having to pay $18.15, which thank God. But I know for some of you guys, you may not have healthcare coverage. So I just want to keep it very upfront with you guys. $152.18 is how much I would have had to pay if I didn't have my healthcare benefits. How long are you on it? Now this can be different for every single person. For me, I was on it for about, I want to say 9 months. I always say 8 or 9 because honestly I can't remember, but I want to say I was on it for probably 9 months the most. When you go in there, they may tell you that you'll probably only be on it anywhere from 4 to 6 months depending on how your skin reacts to the medication and how it improves over time. My esthetician had recommended that I stay on it for at least 8 months. She did say that in her professional experience, she sees a lot of doctors take their patients off Accutane too early, and as a result, the person's acne will come back in a few years, either the same or worse. So she told me to, even if my skin clears up and I don't have a breakout for a month, stay on it for an extra month just to be in the all clear. And that's exactly what I ended up doing. What dosage was I on? Thank God for looking it up today because honestly, I didn't know. But the dosage that I was on, and it's funny because I thought I was actually on 40 milligrams, but it's saying 30 when I actually pulled it up. And again, this can vary for every person depending on how severe your acne is. And it can change month over month depending on how you're reacting or how your skin's improving or maybe not improving with the medication. So that can vary as well. Let's get to the juicy stuff, the symptoms, because I know that's what everyone wants to hear about. They want to hear about what is the worst of the worst if I go on this or while I'm on this, because I know some of you guys that are watching this are actually on Accutane right now, and you're wanting to find a video or information from someone to tell you that it is going to get better, your skin's going to improve, and these symptoms that you're experiencing right now are going to go away once you're off the medication, and everything's going to be good. And this is what this video is for. I promise you guys, I've gotten so many DMs from people on Instagram over the last year asking me certain questions, and I'm just like, don't worry, you got this, just keep at it. So these are some symptoms that people have asked me about specifically, so I'm just gonna run through every single one and give you guys my response. One of the symptoms that I know all the black girls want the answer to that I didn't anticipate prior to being on the medication and had so much questions about once I was experiencing this myself was, is it normal for your skin complexion on your face to get super, super dark and for your lips to turn super bright pink? Yes, it is. It is, it is, it is. You guys, I was so shocked at how dark my face got. And it wasn't my whole entire body, you guys. It was just my face. And then another symptom was that all the pigmentation in my lips completely disappeared because my lips were so dry and they were peeling so much that there was no melanin in my lips, and as a result, my lips were these super bright pink color. Now, if you look at some of my past videos, you can see during that time that my lips would be super pink. Another symptom was because it was peeling so much, my lip products were not lasting on my lip as much. Honestly, it was just sliding off. It's like it didn't have anything to hold on to, really. So yes, that is normal. And yes, once you're off the medication, your skin will go back to normal. And I did have someone ask me on my previous video how long afterwards. I want to say by looking at some of the videos I was posting at this time, anywhere from 2 to 3 months is how long it took for my skin tone to return back to its normal color, and the same thing with my lips. So yes, that is normal, girls and guys. That is normal, and don't worry, it'll be better once you're off the medication. Don't let that scare you off. Did I experience a dry scalp? Me personally, I did not, but I can definitely see people experiencing that. If you are, I would definitely recommend maybe changing your conditioner, your shampoo, and any of your hair products. You may want to evaluate using anything that has alcohol on it because your scalp may be super sensitive. One of the things I noticed was the change in sensitivity in different areas of my body while I was on the Accutane medication. And again, Different people will experience this in different areas of their body if they experience it at all. So definitely recommend looking into the ingredient list of your hair products that you're using. Do a little research, and also, of course, you always want to ask your doctor and let them know some of these things that you're experiencing, and they'll be able to recommend to you some really good products to use or insight on what things to stop using. And if you are experiencing this, I would definitely recommend at your next doctor's appointment that you go in with all your hair products that you're using and share it with them, so they can look at everything that you're using and tell you specifically, okay, stop using this. This is the ingredient that may be causing the irritation or inflammation, and they'll recommend for you to obviously stop using that while you're on the medication. Nosebleeds. So I got, I think, 2 nosebleeds while I was on Accutane. My nose inside of it was so dry, you guys. Like, sometimes it would just be so itchy up my nose, you know? And it was just the most craziest thing ever. So I did experience 2 nosebleeds, like, in the middle of being on Accutane. It was just very random, and there's really nothing you can do about those situations. Like, a nosebleed just happens. Something that did help me with the dryness in my nose, though, was getting a humidifier. I would experience the dryness overnight. Every morning I'd wake up with a super stuffy, itchy, irritated inner nose. But I noticed when I started using a humidifier, it really did help a lot. So I would definitely recommend buying a humidifier to use at nighttime. Make sure that you're changing the water and cleaning it and disinfecting it every single day after you use it, just to make sure that it's always pushing out clean air. Because a humidifier can be a breeding ground for bacteria, guys, and you don't want to be counterproductive. So make sure you're disinfecting that after every use. How dry did my skin get? Extremely dry. My skin was so dry, it was peeling. As I mentioned earlier, my face got a whole lot darker as a result. My lip pigmentation completely disappeared. Your face is going to get dry, it's going to get sensitive, it's going to be painful. And something else that you're going to experience with dryness is random parts of your body. We already spoke about the scalp, but a weird place that I got really dry was inside of my thighs, which was crazy. And it was getting to the point where even just my thighs touching together was just irritating my skin. All the lotions and body washes that I had been using for years were now suddenly irritating the crap out of my skin and burning me. So as a result, I started using the Bioderma Ultra Nourishing Lotion Cream, and I also started using their shower oil, which was a saving grace. So shout out to Bioderma for sending those to me. They didn't even know I was on Accutane. They just sent it to me in random PR, and it was the only thing that I had in my apartment that saved my skin during the time that I was on Accutane. You guys, it was so crazy. But you are going to get just random irritation, sensitivity in different parts of your body, and you just have to treat it and just find a product that works for you. Did it impact your mental health? Absolutely it did. I want to say in the last 2 months, I was getting a lot more irritable, very impatient, annoyed easily. I was becoming very clingy to my family and friends, where it wasn't bothersome to them because they were seeing me a lot more, but I always wanted to be around family and friends, so it was great in that aspect. But yeah, then couple random times, like, I would just burst out crying and just be in my feelings about something that was so little. And not to, like, minimize what I was feeling in that moment, but I want to say it was something so little because me in my right state of mind would never react that way towards something. And in those instances, I just bursted out crying, and it was just the craziest thing ever. You know how they talk about, like, pregnancy hormones? I feel like there's Accutane hormones. So that's what I experienced. There are people that experience depression, higher anxiety, that experience suicidal thoughts. I didn't personally experience any of those things. I didn't have any of those experiences prior to being on Accutane, so I wasn't, like, completely concerned that may happen to me, but I did know in the back of my head that it may change my mood in some way. So to combat that, I did definitely let my family and friends know that I see on a constant basis, know that I was on Accutane, and if they do see any mood changes in me or personality changes, to please point it out so that I know and I can let my doctor know, so that if we have to make any modifications to my dosage or maybe even take me off the medication, that we can do as soon as possible. Again, that was my experience. Other people experience different things, and you just kind of have to try it for yourself and see what happens, and be honest with yourself and your doctor on what's happening during the time that you're on this medication. Some of the things that I did to help with my mental health during that time, because again, I didn't know how it was going to impact me, so I wanted to be ahead of the game before anything happened. I started exercising and working out a lot more. I was eating healthy. I was drinking a lot of water. I had some set routines and structure in my everyday life. I was going for walks with my friends. And I was working toward any insecurities I had at the time just to make sure that if I did get in my feelings while being on the medication, I knew I was actively working toward things and nothing happens overnight. So that was something that was really helpful for me. You don't know how you're going to be affected by this medication, but it's really important to have a strong community around you that can support you and bring you out of those dark moments. Find that tribe, cultivate them, be transparent with them, and allow yourself to really lean on them. The best part that everyone wants to know, skincare recommendations while you're on Accutane. Before I get into my skincare recommendations, the biggest thing I want to say is you have to leave space and room for the medication to do what it's going to do. When it comes to your skincare, you want to keep it simple. All you need is a cleansing oil or a balm to remove your makeup, because again, you're not going to want to use micellar water or any sort of makeup wipes, because as I said, your skin is very dry, it's peeling a lot, and it's also super sensitive, and you don't want to be putting some sort of a cloth friction against it. For a makeup remover, I would definitely recommend doing a cleansing oil, and the one that I actually prefer and I love so much, you guys, is the Caudalie cleansing oil. It's amazing. It's made with grapeseed oil. It's very light. It really does the job of removing all your makeup, your SPF off your skin, and it also washes away very easily, which is what I love about it. I've tried a lot of cleansing oils and I just felt like I was rubbing olive oil on my skin and it was so hard to rinse off. So definitely check out that cleansing oil. For a cleanser, I would recommend using the CeraVe Hydrating Cleanser. Not only is it really gentle on your skin, but it also promotes a healthy moisture barrier, which is very important. Your skin is going to be super dry. You're going to want all the help that you can get when it comes to your moisture barrier. Moisturizers, I would definitely recommend. The first would be the La Roche-Posay Toleriane Rich Cream. You can get this at Shoppers Drug Mart. I loved it so much. I did find it a bit on the pricey side considering how quickly you're going to go through it, because it's not a very big bottle, but honestly, you guys, this was the best moisturizer that I used while being on Accutane. It was really great quality. Something else that I want to recommend was the CeraVe Healing Ointment. That was recommended to me by a lot of Black estheticians on Twitter. Unfortunately, I could not find this here in Calgary. The next thing is definitely an SPF. CeraVe has a really great AM facial moisturizing lotion with an SPF 30. Another great SPF that I would use is the Supergoop Unseen Sunscreen. I love that one so much, and now they have an actual like bulk size to it that you can get, which I'm happy about, because the other one, I was going through that a little too quickly. Like that bottle was just too small for me. So they do have a bigger size now, and that's the one that I use and I swear by right now. For your lips, Aquaphor is your girl, honey. You're gonna try Blistex, you're gonna try Vaseline, you're gonna try everything. Try Aquaphor, okay? And when you buy it, buy 5 or 6 or 7 of them at a time, because I promise you, you're gonna go through every single one of them. Buy it, put one in your bathroom, put one in your living room, put one in your car, put one in your jacket pocket, put one in your purse, put one on your desk at work, put one everywhere, because that you don't want without. Your lips are gonna be cracked. They're going to be very chapped. They're going to be peeling all the time. You're literally going to see little flakes of it just falling off your lips, and there is nothing that you can do. It's going to be painful. It's going to be dry. It's going to be uncomfortable. It's going to be sensitive. But Aquaphor, she's that girl, and you need that. And you don't need just one. You need one for everywhere. So it's just on hand all the time. Those are all my products that I recommend for you while you're on Accutane for both your face and your body. Just keep in mind that your skin's going to be very different than it was before. You may have experienced having dry or sensitive skin, but there is nothing like when you're on the Accutane medication. You really don't know what to expect. I hope that the products that I'm recommending to you guys today all work for you. They're all very affordable products. I'll make sure to link them in the description box below. If you do end up trying any of them, please leave a comment below and let me know if it was helpful for you. And if you did experience, a negative reaction where it wasn't helpful, put that in the comment. Like, it's no hate over here. We're all trying to teach each other and share information. So put it in the comment. And if you are going to put something like that, I would love if you also included an alternative product that was actually better for you. So if the hydrating cleanser wasn't great for you, say that and then put the alternative of what was, because there may be somebody else that's watching this video or in the comments that's having the same experience as you. And we're not trying to gatekeep the information, because we're all on the journey of having amazing, beautiful looking skin that's blemish free, acne free, all that jazz. So help the next person out by sharing that information and not holding it to yourself. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope I answered all your questions. And if you have any questions, feel free to leave a comment below. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys on Sunday for our vlog. Bye.